It's time for Declare Your Independence with Ernest Hancock.
Love ain't the same on the south side of town. You could look, but you ain't gonna find it around. It's the same old story, same old song and dance, my friend. It's the same old story, same old story, same old song and dance.
Yeah, baby, it's always the same. It's the same. I hear this over and over again. They keep bringing it out. That's why they call it revolution. It just keeps going round and round and round. You go through all these stages, and sure enough, here comes the man, going to threaten, they hold up your soul in their left hand. They got a 45 in their right hand, and they're like, do what we say or it gets it. And some people go, yeah, whatever. You're threatening what? Against what? They don't care. They are not, and they don't want it done in their name. They do not want, like the wars. I got to tell you this right now. Right before the show, Obama went on national television. It's not anywhere on the net. Anywhere. All the places, antiwar.com, Prison Planet, anywhere else. It's on top of Freedom's Phoenix. Obama, we're going to Libya. Here comes the strafing. Of course, he's saying, UN made us. Seriously? That's his thing? That's what he's going to say. Another war in the name of what? They're going to say oil, the people, the faith. It's Islam. Islam, radical Islam. And you wonder, and when you stop killing, murdering, destroying all these Islamic countries, then you can tell me who's left over that hates us. I'm like, oh, man, you guys, literally killing us. Now, senior editor Pal Gamble put this up. He's got a couple of updates, and we keep adding updates to it as this goes. Here we go. Live on TV, President Obama just announced we are going to war with yet another nation, Libya. Oh, he didn't call it a war. And he used our puppet UN as a pretext for why we have to go to war. And amazingly, there is not a word yet about this on the AP, Associated Press, Reuters, Anywar.com, Washington Post, New York Times, nowhere. Cruise missiles will be flying soon. We have seen this plan before. Live TV of buildings blowing up. Really cool ones, too. Big, giant fireballs. Yeah, woo, we're so proud of ourselves. Fawning media thrilled. Well, except CBS, who has March Madness starting, but the others are thrilled at more war. Our allies, the French and Britain, joining us with boots on the ground, securing those oil fields for the all man who run this new world order. And more stupid young people volunteering to sacrifice their lives, bodies, minds, and productive years to go kill people and destroy things, while the folks back home already tapped out or bled dry by the every hungry maw of the tax man. America, the land of the free. But our governor says we get to have a day of prayer. Pray for the troops. Support the troops. Give them an amen. It's so hypocritical. And, and it's not lost on people like law student Justin Grant. Okay? I mean, you think he doesn't get it? Let's go ahead and read Arizona Section 12 of Article 2, our Declaration of Rights here in Arizona. The liberty of conscience secured by the provisions of this Constitution shall not be so construed as to excuse acts of lasciviousness. Okay, we'll get Dick to help me out with that. Or justify practices inconsistent with the peace and safety of the state. No public money or property shall be appointed for or applied to any religious worship, exercise, or instruction, or to support of any religious establishment. Or to the support of any religious establishment. We're gonna adjudicate this. I can see I see what they're going to say. It's almost like they want to have this battle. All right. No religious qualification shall be required for any public office or employment, or shall any person be incompetent as a witness or juror in consequence of his opinion on matters of religion. Yeah. Nor be questioned touching his religious beliefs in any court of justice to affect the weight of his testimony. It's interesting that they would, have the forethought 100 years ago to do this. So Justin, man, you gotta walk me through that. How do you think this lawsuit applies here?
Well, and it's ironic what you're saying about the origins of the Constitution here, because, of course, the early part of the 20th century was a highly progressively charged era, and the fingers of progressivism are all over the Constitution, and this is certainly one of the places where you see it. I mean, it's very clear, Section 12 of Article 2, that, you have a right basically against the government priming you, essentially, is what this is saying, and that whatever you believe is yours and yours alone, and no one in any position of power should be foisting some other belief onto you.
Oh, it says no public money or property shall be appropriated for or applied to any religious worship, exercise, instruction. I'm going public money. Does that mean Jan Brewer has to do it on her own time and on her own blog and on her own whatever? I mean, if it's even, if she did it during the daytime, during the week, if she did it on one scrap of freaking piece of, because I don't want to take away her First Amendment. She can declare whatever the heck she wants.
Absolutely.
But she does it as the governor proclamation. It goes on a little piece of paper and it costs half a cent. Boom, shakalaka. Boom. Guilty. Okay? So I'm like, I want this adjudicated. Are you willing to see this through, man? You going all the way? They're going to be protesting and threatening outside your dorm room or house or whatever. Are you ready to go, man? Are you ready?
I am ready.
Are you ready to die for the unfaithful?
I'm ready to die to defend the law of the land, just as I think anyone who feels strongly about it should.
All right, man.
I'm hoping it doesn't have to come to that, of course.
Well, I tell you, the religion. This is what happened. Freedom from Religion Foundation. I remember Sierra just put up on today's archive a link and pictures to itsnotmydebt.com, which was a campaign that we did after they passed the TARP. And it was a billboard campaign that we had, like the next generation. The idea was, billboards all on the freeways, all over the valley. And it was for 3 months. And we had It's Not My Debt. And it was a baby having a barcode on its butt being scanned on a grocery scanner, okay? The other one was a baby in the womb, a fetus in the womb, and the Clear Channel company wouldn't do it. So we went with CBS Outdoor and their billboards. Clear Channel would not do it because it's a baby in the womb, and it's kind of, it might be seen as an abortion thing. We're just uncomfortable. We're fine, screw you. We ain't doing it with you guys. The reason is when the Freedom from Religion Foundation did a billboard campaign here in Phoenix, it had the Freedom from Religion Foundation. It was just kind of a logo up there, and that's it. One of those billboards was in front of a church. And they didn't want that billboard in front of their church, okay? So they complained, and of course it got a lot of controversy. It was the best thing ever happened to the campaign. But what happened was the billboard companies are like, yeah, we got to take into consideration. Maybe somebody will complain. And CBS Outdoor made that part of the contract. If we have somebody complaining they don't want a baby in a fetus, we'll move it. And we're going, okay. So that's how we became very aware of what Freedom from Religion Foundation was doing, because whenever you get pushed back, you get more attention. Hey, thanks for coming on, Justin. Justin Grant, ASU student, law student, that's standing up for, defending the non-faith. We'll be right back with Dick Morris in just a little bit.